Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. How are you all doing? Hope you all are doing good. Hope you all are fine. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Shewa, and if this is your first time stopping by, kindly subscribe and also check out my other videos. Today I am going to be reviewing the movie Citation. It's by Kunle Afolayan, and yes, it's like the recent buzz in Nigeria and on Netflix. So let's get right into this review, okay? So I'm going to start by giving a general storyline to what the movie is talking about. I think I saw a part in the movie where they wrote that this movie is actually based on true events. So we know in Nigeria that a lot of universities or a lot of university students, female students actually face harassment and sex for grades and all of that form of issues with many male lecturers. So this is one of the issues that actually came to light really recently, I think last year or early this year, when Kiki Modi did a documentary on that, and she was able to catch real professors, and it became a story. So this movie is also talking about something like that. And so it stars Moremi. This is the lead character, Moremi, and she is an international student. She came back to Nigeria to study for a graduate study, and she's really young. She's 20, and she's studying in the postgraduate college. And so she encounters this lecturer that is a foreign lecturer. He's a foreign lecturer, and he came to lecture the students, and she and the lecturer kind of formed a close relationship. And eventually she was harassed by this lecturer, and she had to fight to be able to speak the truth, speak up, and try to get justice for what was done to her. So that's just basically the way I can just round it up for you guys. So I'm going to be going in depth into the review, and I'm going to start with the characters, the actor that played each characters in this movie. So the first actor, obviously, I'm going to talk about Jimmy John Lewis. Obviously, he's a very talented actor, and he was the best actor in this movie, or let's say was my favorite actor in this movie. It was really good. It was really articulate. It was delivering his lines really well, and you could see in his expressions how he looked at Moremi and all of that. I could tell that this guy was praying, was waiting for the right moment to just strike. I noticed that the nicest lecturers and the friendliest lecturers, sometimes you just need to be careful of those kind of lecturers. And I'm really grateful that this movie is actually bringing to light some of these happenings in many of our universities in Nigeria. The next actor, obviously, is Temi Otedola. Now, I should not lie, I think when it was announced that she was going to be the lead actress in this movie, I wasn't really skeptical. I wasn't like, oh, will she do well? I was just open to seeing how she was going to, interpret a character, and how she was going to play a role. And she really did a good job for me. I wouldn't say she was perfect. I wouldn't say she was, bad. But I know that for a fact, for this particular movie being a first ever movie, trust me, she did really well, and her expressions were good. She did really well, basically. So another one that stood out for me was Yomi Fash, and people will be wondering why Yomi Fash, he didn't even speak in the movie. But that was the interesting thing about this. People are beginning to bring the element of having non-speaking roles, and this one, he really did well because he was a crucial part of the movie. It was Professor Lucien's lawyer, and the expressions, the interactions I was having with him and everything made me really enjoy what he was doing. I could feel like it was okay. He was trying to put his clients through on what to say, what not to say, and all of that. We also have Joke Silva, Ibukun Awoshika, Iniedo, and Gabriel Afolayan. Okay, I can't believe I was almost forgetting Gabriel Afolayan. Now, Gabriel Afolayan obviously really killed his role. I feel like, what can this guy do? What can't he act? I was really feeling him elevate the role he was doing, and it was good because he was the Moremi's boyfriend in the movie, and I think his expertise really helped us to I think I'm trying to say that it was able to help Moremi's character basically and help her role. So even if Moremi might have had some issues delivering her lines or her roles, Gabriel Afolayan really covered up for it, and it was a really good one. Now I'm going to go next to cinematography, location, quality, and all of that. So come on, the directing and the cinematography was very good. I really liked the location. They used OAU and it was really good. It was a really nice one. They also shot in Senegal. They also shot in Cape Verde and all of that. It was really good location. And when it comes to the quality of the movie, it was perfect for me. But at some point I was kind of confused, like, okay, are you trying to make the setting into an old school setting kind of setting? Because at some point you could see from the way Professor Lucien was dressed, is this an, are you trying to say, okay, this happened in the way back? Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because the quality and the way the movie looked, it looked like they were trying to do an old movie, especially with the way Professor Lucien was always dressing, and also with the way the car they gave him. It kind of felt like, okay, maybe this is an old movie, but it wasn't really established. So I am going to things that I do not like about this movie, things that were absolutely unnecessary. Now, first things first, there are many scenes in this movie that was unnecessary. It wasn't needed. It wasn't added to the storyline. I think it was even taken away from the storyline. You know, it's a very serious issue, and I just felt like some of the scenes were just unnecessary. First scene was the karate championship part where Koyejo was trying to, you know, get his black belt or something, and amidst all that, there was also something happening with Moremi in the other part, and I was just like, why is this scene there? So unnecessary. Another part that I felt was so unnecessary was the scene where there were two girls, twins, and they were talking to Moremi and all of that, trying to stop her from doing whatever she was doing. That part was so unnecessary. It wasn't needed. It wasn't. Also, another part that I felt was kind of in the movie, like, really, was, you know, the way Professor Lucien and Moremi became really close. Now, typically in Nigeria, you would not see a student just going to go and meet the lecturer and say, okay, I'm going to teach you how to drive. Like, no, it's not going to happen. And you could say that, okay, maybe because she schooled abroad, but she's Nigerian, yo. Like, why would you go to meet your professor and, you know, you see him struggling with his car? Normally, as a Nigerian, you just pass by, like, please, I can't even be bothered. But even if you want to help, I think realistically, it's not something that will happen in Nigeria, basically. And also, Moremi was very naive in this movie. There were different times when she could have understood that this man is just is preying on her. And even when Koyejo was telling her, you know what, I don't want you to be too close to this guy. Like, lecturer and student relationship should be, you know, from a distance, especially in Nigeria where all these issues are, you know, happening. And at the point where the man was always crossing the line, I think she should have just, you know, really withdrawn herself. I mean, let's just be class, you know, talking to the lecturer, and that's it. Do not, you know, go a step further, crossing the line between the lecturer and student relationship. And I think Moremi, for some time, she really crossed the line because as she saw the signs, maybe you could say she was being naive at 20, I don't know, but at 20, I feel like, and you're in graduate school, she even turned 21 in the movie. So I mean, she could have been smart enough to know that after the guy said some weird things the first time, second time, at this point, we're done. Another thing I didn't like about this movie, it was the Yoruba that Moremi was speaking. The Yoruba was so unnecessary. There was no need for it. I don't know why they felt that she had to speak Yoruba, because number one, Temi's Yoruba was not good at all. Like, the Yoruba was Gekelegon, so there was no need for them to even include Yoruba in this movie at all. It was a very feel-good movie. I enjoyed the movie, but the part where she was speaking Yoruba was just cringy, like, please. It was not needed. Another thing I like about this movie, I'm sorry to say, but Iniedo's acting for me was not good. Was not good enough. Based on Iniedo, she is, would I say, one of the A-list actors in Nigeria, and this role, I felt like she was over-exaggerating her character, eye-rolling, this and that. It was just too extreme, too extra, and I did not even like her role. So Another thing I did not like about the movie at all was that it was not realistic. It was not really relatable because honestly, let's be honest, see, there is no Nigerian that will go abroad to study for a bachelor's degree and come back to Nigeria for a master's degree. I mean, what sort of grace to grass story is that? You can't just go abroad and come and do your master's in Nigeria. I mean, really, is that the story you want to tell us? Okay, no problem. We'll still go along with the story, but we just know that it's not just realistic, man. Lastly, I hope this is the last. Yeah, thing I didn't like about the movie was Professor Lucian's hair. Trust me, that hair was, I don't know, it was just, I could really tell that this was just fake. It was distracting me when I was watching the movie. I swear, that hair was just like, who did this? Who is the person that did it? I get what they were trying to achieve, but it just looked so fake, like so fake. It was so rough. It was just bad, and I was just distracted about when I was watching. I was really distracted. So yeah, I would say kudos to the makeup artist, the person doing Temi Otedola at makeup. It was really okay for me. It was really good. I liked the natural look they were going for. So in general, to round this whole review up, what I would say is that the movie obviously is a very good one, and you should definitely watch it if you've not watched it. And it was trying to, you know, create awareness for lecturers who take advantage of students, who try to manipulate students. You could tell that in the movie, because of what happened between her and Professor Lucian, it was going to make her life really miserable in that school. At chapter 1 to 5, it tore it up. Because of what the situation that happened, he tried to harass her, she fought back. It was like, you know what, oh, you did that, okay, I'm gonna do this to you. And it was really going to mess up her time in that school. That was why she had to take action and, you know, speak up and, you know, seek for justice the right way. And the truth about it is that her seeking for justice the right way was going to really, you know, be very stressful. You could tell that in the movie, or what happens basically most of the time, is that these people that you are trying to prove one of their person, or one of their own lecturers is like this, they already have this notion that they're already siding with lecturers. Basically, they're already on the side of the lecturer, because I don't even know why, but that's just how it is. So in the movie, you could see that I was feeling like many of the people on the panel were already asking questions, and whenever Professor Lucian told them, like, oh, she did that, like, you could see until she had to appeal to their sense of, you know, their emotions, their hearts, and she had to speak that if this was your sisters or your daughters and all of that, and then she had to bring very hard proof to see that this is a pattern with Professor Lucian. If not, I don't know, you should have lost that case. And you could see that even you taking law into your own hands, from the opening of the story, we saw the part where a girl was being harassed by the lecturer and she tried to take laws into her own hands, and it really ended badly for her. So it's like, okay, in this situation, what do you want to do? If you want to even fight rights fair and square with justice, you have to really have hard concrete evidence. If not, most of the time they end up prosecuting the students, and, you know, it's our own life on the line most of the time. So honestly, we really need to speak up and, you know, try and create more awareness to maybe centers that help with these kind of situations, because it's not easy for the students to come out and say and point fingers, especially when it's someone that is very influential or very popular, or a very popular lecturer, very influential. People see him as a very honorable and respectable human being. So you just coming out to point fingers at him will be many people will not even believe you. And at the end of the day, it's the student that is going to have everything to lose. You lose your school, you lose your dignity, or people start seeing you in a different light, and it's not easy to come out and, you know, speak up about these things. But I really hope that all these kind of situations in university really gets to be dealt with seriously. Thank you guys for watching this video, and let me know what you guys think in the comment section. If you've watched this movie, let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Are you in the middle? Are you in the it's not the fence? Let me know what you think in the comment section, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.